in a Jar by Deborah Marcero. What do you see?
Leaves.
Yeah, leaves. Different color leaves.
And what's this?
Yeah, it looks like little bunnies playing. Let's find out. In a jar. Llewellyn was a collector. He collected things in jars. Oh, looks like they're collecting leaves in jars. What are the leaves falling from?
A tree.
Yeah, lots of trees, huh? When he held a jar and peered inside, Llewellyn remembered all the wonderful things he had seen and done. Oh, so every time he opens a jar, he remembers different things. He collected small, ordinary things like butterflies, feathers, and heart-shaped stones. Do you see the stones that are shaped like hearts? That's pretty cool. One night, the sunset painted the sky the color of tart cherry syrup. Llewellyn ventured down to the shore with as many jars as he could carry. A little girl named Evelyn was there too. Oh, what's gonna happen? Llewellyn scooped that cherry light into his jars, and when he was done, he gave one to Evelyn. Evelyn took the jar home, and to her surprise, it glowed through the night with the memory of that sunset. Oh, a glowing jar. It's kind of like the nightlight over there, huh? The sound machine.
There's someone.
From then on, Llewellyn and Evelyn collected things together. They collected things hard to hold, like rainbows, the sound of the ocean, the wind just before snowfall. They collected things you might not think would even fit in a jar, but somehow they did. Look at all that they're collecting in the jar. That's a lot, huh? They collected the wonders of winter. Look at that. What do you see in winter? What are some pictures that we saw back at home? What just happened? Yeah, snow. And the cold chill. Brr. The newness of spring. Chirp, 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 chirp. What's crawling on the ground? What are those?
Bugs.
Yeah, bugs, snails. And the long days and shadows of summer. What are they on up there? What is that? On the water.
Boat.
A boat. Row, row, row your boat.
This like a song.
Yeah. Over time, their jars filled the walls of Llewellyn's house. Look at how many jars there are. So many. But one day, Evelyn had sad news. Her family was moving to a new town. Too soon. It was time to say goodbye. Look at that. They're waving goodbye. Goodbye. With Evelyn gone, Llewellyn's heart felt like an empty jar. Oh. One night, Llewellyn lay awake. Falling stars glittered against the dark sky. He wondered if Evelyn could see them too. That gave him an idea. Llewellyn tiptoed out into the moonless night and collected the meteor shower in a jar. Look at that. Look at all the stars in the meteor shower. Do you see it, Benji? Wow. The next day, he prepared a package. Look at that. What is happening? What is that? Look at that. It's going from Llewellyn to Evelyn. And look at this. What is that?
A mail truck.
A mail truck.
Carry.
And let
mail.
it. Yeah. When the box arrived and Evelyn opened the jar, the stars in this night sky fell around her. Look at that. All the stars. Evelyn knew just what to do. She collected the sounds, the crowds, the bright night lights of her new home and sent them all to Llewellyn. Look at that. Honk, honk, beep, beep. And so, when the golden leaves of autumn began to fall once again, Llewellyn set out to collect a jar full for Evelyn. A little boy named Max was there too. Luckily, Llewellyn had brought an extra jar. Llewellyn met a new friend. That was a good story. Friendship is magic. It's called In a Jar. What? What? Two different leaves? Let's see. What do you see?
Two different leaves.
And look at that. Lana found the square. Do you see the square?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is this? It's too hard to see.
It's really hard to see. You have to feel it with your finger. Okay. Yeah. Good job. And that was called, let's see, what was it called? In a Jar.